Picture this. You are sitting in a really comfortable chair, but, well, you do not feel comfortable at all.
Oh, definitely not.
Right. You are wearing your best clothes. The room is very quiet. The interviewer looks across the desk, smiles at you, and asks the most uncomfortable job interview question ever.
I know exactly which one you mean.
Yeah. They say, so tell me, what is your biggest weakness?
Ugh. Just hear you say that makes my hands sweat a little bit. It always feels like a trap, you know?
It really does.
It is one of those moments where your brain just completely freezes. Because, I mean, if I tell the honest truth and say something like, well, I hate waking up early, I definitely won't get the job.
No, probably not.
But if I sit there and say, I am perfect and I have no weaknesses, they won't believe me either. It just feels like a game you cannot win.
I completely agree. It feels like a trick. But today, for our conversation, we are going to change how you feel about this moment.
That sounds like a great plan.
Our goal today is to make this question easy to understand. We are going to give you a very simple strategy to answer it perfectly, using clear, natural English, so you do not have to be afraid anymore.
I love that. Because the truth is, the interviewer is not actually trying to trick you.
They aren't.
No, not at all. They really just want to see how you handle pressure. It is like a stress test.
Oh, a stress test.
Oh, right.
Like, how a coach watches a basketball player.
Exactly.
Like if a coach asks a player, what do you need to practice? They want to see if the player actually wants to get better. So why exactly do companies ask about our weaknesses?
Well, there are a few real reasons. They want to see how you handle uncomfortable situations, mostly.
Right. So let's break down the 3 true reasons employers ask this. First, they want honesty.
Yeah, because nobody is perfect. They know that.
Exactly. They just want to see if you will tell the truth. Second, they want self-awareness.
That is a big one.
And just to explain that quickly, self-awareness just means you know what you are good at and you know what you are bad at. You know yourself.
Right. If you do not know your own problems, you can never fix them.
That is so true. And the third reason is they want to see improvement. They want to know if you are actively trying to learn and grow.
So they want honesty, self-awareness, and improvement.
Yes. And because people do not understand those 3 reasons, they usually get this question completely wrong.
Oh, they make so many mistakes. There are a couple of really bad answers that people give all the time.
Let's talk about those common mistakes. What is the first one?
Well, the first bad example is being too honest.
Too honest. Like what?
Like saying, I'm always late to work, or, I am a very lazy person.
Oh, wow. Yeah, please do not say that.
Never say that.
The reason that too honest answer fail is because it shows a really bad work habit. It immediately ruins the trust between you and the company.
Exactly. They cannot hire someone who is always late. But there is a second bad example, and I think it is even more common.
What is this?
It is the fake answer. It is when people say, my biggest weakness is that I work too hard.
Oh, I have heard that one. Or they say, I am a perfectionist.
Yes, the perfectionist answer.
And a perfectionist is just someone who wants everything to be 100% perfect all the time.
Right. People think it makes them sound good, but it's a terrible answer.
It really is. Why does that fake answer fail so badly?
Because you sound like a robot. The interviewers have heard it a million times. It makes you look like you are hiding the truth or that you have zero self-awareness.
Right. You are not showing any real honesty. So we know what not to do. How do we actually answer this well?
We need a strategy.
Yes. And we have a very simple 3-step method to answer this question easily.
Okay, I am ready. What is the method?
Step 1, say a real but safe weakness. Step 2, show what you are doing to improve. And step 3, end with a positive result.
Okay, wait. Let's go back to step 1. What exactly do you mean by a safe weakness?
That is a great question. A safe weakness is something that is real, but it is not the main part of the job you are applying for.
Oh, I see.
So, for example, if you are applying to be a truck driver, do not say your weakness is driving.
Right, that would be a huge mistake.
Exactly. Instead, pick a skill you are learning that is extra. Like maybe you get nervous speaking in front of large crowds, or you are learning a new computer program.
So it is real, but it won't stop you from doing the main job.
Yes, exactly. So let's hear some good examples of this 3-step method in action.
Sure. Let's use that public speaking example.
Perfect. How would you say it?
I would say, I get nervous speaking in front of large groups. To improve, I joined a speaking club to practice. Now I feel much more confident.
That is a fantastic answer.
Thanks.
Let's look at why it is good. Step 1, you gave a safe weakness, getting nervous. Step 2, you showed action, you joined a club. And step 3, a positive result, you feel confident.
It is really simple when you break it down like that.
It is. Do you have another example? Maybe something about time management?
Yeah, taking on too much work is a very common one. You could say, I have a hard time saying no, so I take on too much work. Now, I use a checklist to manage my time. As a result, I am much better at organizing my tasks.
I really like that one. It shows a lot of honesty. You admit you struggled to say no, but then you fixed it with a checklist.
Right, the checklist is the action.
Okay, I want to do one more example. This one is very important for you listening today. What if your weakness is actually speaking English?
Oh, that is very relatable. A lot of people worry about their English in an interview.
Yes, they do. How can they use our 3-step method for this?
They could say, my English writing is not perfect yet, but I'm taking an online class to improve it, and my emails are getting much better.
Wow, that is such a strong answer.
Really?
You think so?
Absolutely, because it shows amazing self-awareness. You are honest that your English is not perfect, but taking an online class shows you work really hard. Interviewers love to see that kind of effort.
That makes a lot of sense. You end on a happy note with the emails getting better. Yes. So we have the strategy. Now let's do a mini role play to show exactly how this sounds in a real conversation.
Okay, I am nervous, but let's do it.
Don't be nervous. I will act as the interviewer and you act as the job candidate.
Sounds good.
Okay, here we go. So, thank you for coming in today. You have great experience. But tell me, what is your biggest weakness?
Well, I sometimes focus too much on small details, and it can slow me down. So, to improve this, I now use a timer on my desk to manage my tasks. Because of this timer, I finish my projects on schedule now.
And we are done. That was excellent.
How did I do?
You did great. You used the 3 steps perfectly. The small details was a safe weakness. The timer was the action. Finishing on schedule was the positive result.
It felt pretty natural to say, actually.
And that is the best part. You stayed very calm. You focused on the solution, not just the problem. That makes the interviewer trust you.
So it really just comes down to practicing that structure.
Exactly. So let's summarize the key tips for you listening today. Remember, nobody is perfect.
Right. Do not pretend to be perfect.
Pick a safe weakness. Show exactly how you were fixing it. And keep your English very simple and clear.
And please practice this. Stand in front of a mirror and say your answer out loud.
Yes, out loud is important.
It builds your confidence. Do not be afraid of this question anymore. You are ready for it.
You really are. And I want to leave you with one final thought today.
Oh, what is that?
Well, there is a beautiful Japanese art form called kintsugi.
I think I have heard of that. That is with the bowls, right?
Yes. When a bowl breaks, they do not throw it in the trash. They actually repair the cracks using real gold.
Wow. So the bowl becomes more valuable.
Exactly. It becomes more beautiful because it was broken and then fixed. Think about your weaknesses the exact same way.
I love that idea.
Fixing your weaknesses actually makes you a stronger, more impressive worker than someone who just pretends they have nothing to learn. So next time you hear this question, do not hide your cracks. Show them your gold.